Yes.
I was trying to explain the issue of like you are saying if there is a construction project for a couple, that the lady is supposed to be a baby girl, and the man is supposed to be out there sourcing for contractors, buying stones and everything. I was objecting to your advice, what you are telling your viewers, that so when you're having a project, be a baby girl. When you're having this other kind of a project, be a baby girl and leave the man to do. My opinion is this, both the husband and the wife can agree on what roles a husband is going to take on the construction and what roles the wife is going to take. Because I'm the man in the relationship doesn't mean that I'm supposed to carry the entire burden. As much as you may be showing leadership, or as much that I may be showing leadership, okay? So this leadership showing is not about so much of the physical activity or like overwhelming one partner, or you are leaving everything to me. It's so much about a discussion, so much about agreement, so much about like, I feel overwhelmed at this particular point. Please, can you take over? Tomorrow I not be available, or maybe I don't have leave, so you can take the leave. Leadership also means that me as a husband, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is me who is working. I can hire a person or a foreman or a contractor that I can afford, and I can pay that person to supervise on my behalf if like my work schedules are very tight, okay? Even if like I'm also giving you some roles to do on that construction, doesn't mean that you're also supposed to be the one who is like calling the contractors, going to source cement and sand and etc. We can also hire someone who acts on your behalf, because that is what we call leadership. Leadership is making sure things are working, okay? Like we can hire skills which we don't have. We can hire technology which we don't have. We can hire, we can see how we can multiply time, we can see how we can resolve our conflicts, okay? So it's not about like being a baby. Of course the aspect of being a baby girl as its place in a marriage, but doesn't mean that everything is just overwhelmed. If it goes like that, then at some point your husband is going to feel overwhelmed, and your husband will actually note your attitude, and your husband will actually, you may start seeing some negative changes and experiences, and your husband like almost like moving away from you. You start feeling isolation. They are not calling you, they are not checking how you're doing and all that. I mean, marriages, there's no one marriage that is the same. Okay, we just try to learn so many things from here and there, and trying to like apply that which is working for us.
Sure, you're right. So in this case, we've talked about much, but I would love you maybe to feel your thoughts about what if there's this lady who is not feeling leadership from their man. What would you advise them? You've not answered that question yet. What would you tell them, or what would you advise them to do? Where should they start? Here is a man, he's there, but the wife doesn't feel supported, doesn't feel like they're providing leadership in the family. What is the starting point in that case?
We can discuss this issue in different perspectives, okay? Like let's give a scenario here. One girl was raised up in a family whereby this girl saw the mother do everything. The father may be
without consultation.
With or without, okay? So the mother may be, the dad may have been present or absent. But this girl, when they were growing up, they saw the mother do everything. You see, the kind of the attitude that this girl grows up with, they grow up with a mentality or a mindset that they are the bulldozers. They have to make things work. Okay? Okay? So, when now this girl is married to another man, and even this other man, we are assuming this other man has been brought up in a very excellent family with very nice leadership, both parents present. But because of the upbringing of the lady, she brings her previous mindset or upbringing mindset.
Let me cut you short.
Wait, let me finish. I mean, you should have waited. Let me finish, please, okay? Don't cut me. Just keep your thoughts. Keep your thoughts. Keep your thoughts in your mind first, okay? So this lady comes with, we carry our own. When you look at me, I'm the sum total of all my previous experiences. There's nothing. Okay, I can run something new today. This whatever I'm running new today, I can only try to overwrite what I have been knowing from the day that I was born. Okay, so what I wanted to see is this. So this girl may come in the marriage assuming that she is still the one to make things work, because that is what she saw from the mother. So she may come into the marriage without recognizing that there's a way she's supposed to show the leadership, but in a wise way, in such a way that this lady channels ideas, her decisions, her contributions, but in a very careful way with the husband together. But she should not be seen as a controlling factor. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why maybe some of the women may not be feeling like their husband are showing leadership. The other point I think we have already discussed. Okay, probably the man that the lady married probably was not brought in a functional family. The man never saw any kind of leadership. Okay, but you also have got some amazing men who realize that they miss leadership and they start making very quick personal development to address those gaps. Okay, however, there is also that way of looking at it. Okay, so two parties come together, they are in love. Initially, there is very good leadership from the husband, okay, and let's talk of the both parties. But as times goes on in the marriage, we start having marriage issues, relationship issues, financial issues. All these factors, they start crippling in and affecting the entire relationship, and sometimes a man may neglect some of the duties and all that, and that is why the woman may feel like, if you are neglecting the duties, then I'm taking over the duties. I mean, for me it is complex, and the whole thing is the only way to solve this is actually not hiding about it, but actually consciously analyzing the situation and accepting that here there's a challenge, there's a problem, okay? Because I mean, you cannot lie. A husband and a wife cannot lie to each other that things are okay in the house. There'll be issues, of course, in the house. Let's do this. You are not supporting me. You are telling me, let's do this. I'm not supporting you. You see, those are different divergent views. There's something you wanted to tell me?
I was about to address the point. Okay, you've talked about being brought up a lot, and you've talked about mindset, and you've talked about personal development. But my point was, this lady comes to you and tells you, I feel like my man is not doing this. What advice? That is the point I wanted you to give. Where is this lady supposed to start? When all other things are held constant, where am I supposed to start? What can you tell me now if I was the one?
So
you are a man.
I'm assuming I'm a coach, and
you are a coach.
You are coming to me as a lady, and you are telling me
my man does not step up. He has neglected the family. Yes, he has neglected the children. He has neglected, he doesn't show any leadership in terms of prayers, in terms of bringing up the children. In
now
terms
that one is
providence.
Going, of course, I understand. That one is going to be a very elaborative kind of exploration. Okay, it's not like this lady who is approaching me. It's not that she met the husband last week okay?
Oh,
And
yeah.
like within 1 week, she's coming to tell me that, oh, my husband is not showing me leadership. Remember, those people, they started from far. They started with the dating period.
Thank you. That's where I wanted.
Probably they even were friends in high school.
Yes.
So it's not about my man is not showing leadership now. So when this lady was dating this guy, that is the time most of the people should avoid those mistakes.
Thank you. That's why I wanted.
You are looking for the red signs, those that time you are trying to avoid the red signs. Remember, you are not supposed to date like one person. You are not supposed to go on dates before you get married with one guy. And this is a mistake that people do. Just someone, because a man approaches you, you think
everything for that
you think
man.
this is the person who is supposed to marry you. Sincerely, I think a lady can even go on a date with like 2 men
or 3
even every month at the same time, because you are trying to narrow down on the characteristics, the features, the things that you want. But look at what mostly happens. A lady is always approached by one person, and she gives in to this one person. Maybe she has been praying and she's asked for a cup of tea, and she comes back to church to give a testimony that last week I was approached, I was taken for a cup of tea, and the man has said, I love you. What if that? Can you find out if that? Can you find the upbringing of that man? Date like 3 people for 1 year,
5.
or even 5. You like you are taking like 3 people out every month as a girl. You are trying to narrow down who is who. Of course, you are always having, ladies have their own tips, like a list of the things that they want to pick. Okay, and within 1 year, if you meet like 12 men in 1 year, and during your interactions, you'll be able to narrow down. Because I think this lady, if you are that person who is coming to me for advice, you see now, I will not tell you to leave your husband. You're already inside a marriage. So my advice will be,
pray.
My advice will be, of course, to pray. Number 2, solve out the issues logically, consciously. Put the things down on the table. You already past the finishing line. You're already inside the stadium, okay? Or you're already inside the pool, match. Okay? So, what are those issues? Now I'll assist this person to address those issues, to have better communication skills with the husband, to have more, to devise a way of bringing up the kids, who is supposed to take the roles of these, try to bring back their dating memories, how they loved each other. Because now separation is not really the key, because the Bible always says, like, for Christians, you can only separate if like these like extramarital affairs. Okay, that's the only condition. But because my husband is not taking leadership, that one is not the ticket for divorce. It is not. You people are supposed to address the issues that are affecting your marriage, and there's no marriage that is better than the other. You know, the way you hear people saying that we have been married for 50 years, you think it has been
paradise.
It has been paradise for 50 years. It hasn't. Okay, so I think I've like responded to your question. I don't know, but most of these things can actually be avoided during period courtship. And ladies to stop like saying yes to the first man who approaches them. What if this is a wrong man who is approaching you?
You're right.
Okay, so it should not be like that.
So, and in case you're such a man, you've heard the story. In case you're such a man out there, men, stand up for your family, stand up for your wife, stand up for your children, be responsible of your family. You're the leader, you're the priest, and God made sure that it's in the Bible. So if you're not standing up for your family, if you're not providing for your family, if you're not advising your wife, if you're not sitting down with your children to bring them in the right way, take responsibility as a man. Man up and do what you're supposed to do. So the next point is, let's say, for example, the man is providing leadership and everything is okay in the family. Can you address the issue of submissiveness? As men, what do you call submissive? What would you like to see in a woman when you're saying, my wife should be submissive? You know, of course, the Bible says that a woman should be submissive to their husband, and the husbands should love their wives. So tell us what you feel about submissiveness, because it's part of leadership anyway. And then I'll explain what I feel about being loved, like what I expect when someone loves me. Yes.
I think that is a very big topic, and on this particular episode, we were talking on leadership.
Okay.
So
Submissiveness
when
is
you
leadership
no,
also.
submissiveness. Okay, it may be leadership coming from a woman's perspective,
Yes.
because it is us who are supposed to love the women.
Yes.
You are supposed to submit to us. Men, love your wife just as the Christ loves the church.
Yes.
And you women submit
To your
okay.
husband.
So me, I feel this is a very long topic. And I'm not going to discuss it today.
Okay. Can you just mention a few things?
No.
then?
We'll do submissiveness on our next video. Today, let's give our
Okay.
viewers a chance to just like come to terms like what you are talking about leadership, and what is leadership, the challenges in families, and they can give their comments. And if this video, like, you've enjoyed it and you'd like to share with another couple, you can click the share button, and I mean, we can keep the discussion moving. Let's talk about submissiveness
As you've
in
seen,
our
guys,
in our next video.
Yes, provided leadership that you're not discussing submissiveness. So in our next episode, we shall discuss that.
Yeah.
And see how ladies feel about being loved, and how men feel about their wives being submissive.
So how you feel being respected.
Yes,
Okay.
respected.
And,
Okay.
and
Thank
how
you.
you feel being loved.
Okay, thank you about that leadership. Bye, guys.
All right.
Please remember to subscribe. See you later for the next episode.
Cheers.